Hi, Aries-taurus. Happy belated birthday, my loves. Welcome to your Timeless Love reading. For those of you that may be new, my name is Gabrielle, and you're tuned in to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs every new and full moon and zodiac season. So if you're interested in that content, make sure you guys subscribe, okay? We are going to go ahead and just get into this. I was clearing out the energy from my decks to prepare for this new series because, they've been sitting for a minute. And y'all, the energy that was like, when I tell you the cards were, the tarot cards specifically, were flying out of the deck. Flying out of the deck, Aries Taurus, okay? So something about this particular Taurus season, us being in your guys' energy, right, is it feels urgent and it feels quick. Like things might be shifting very, very quickly in your love life here, all right? So we're going to get into that. But first, let's go ahead and start our pre-channel. I'm going to shuffle up our main oracle deck just so we can see what we got going on here. Sorry, I was burning sage earlier. I didn't even realize that I got some on my cloth here. Okay, so excuse the craziness over there. But we're going to see here, Aries Taurus, what you guys got going on in love, what I can kind of sense and feel. Then we will sound my singing bowl one time. That'll give us room to get grounded, get settled. You are more than welcome to do whatever prayer, gratitude practice, or grounding method that feels right and best for you in this moment. And then we'll see what the cards have to say, okay? Thank you so much, Divine, for being here with me and with the Aries Taurus. Yeah, physical touch. That's what I mean. Like, it's going to get a little hot and heavy, I feel like that, for some of y'all, okay? Maybe not all of y'all, but definitely for some of y'all. There could be somebody craving your touch here. You could be craving someone's touch, okay? What else? What else, Divine, do I need to know for Aries Taurus? You could feel just a little bit more touchy-feely in this season, especially, again, because we are in Taurus season. We have Mercury retrograding in Taurus energy. It could just, the mind could be very focused on pleasure. The mind could be very focused on, okay, sustainability of that pleasure, maybe. Like, how long... how do I want to say that? It's like, I'm hearing how long can the pleasure last, or how long the pleasure has lasted in something or hasn't. That could also be a hyper focus. There could be things and situations and people and relationships around you here, Taurus. I keep wanting to call you guys Taurus. So yeah, some of you might be heavy on the Taurus side of things here. The Aries Taurus, it feels like you might be facing some relationships and partnerships that lack that pleasure, like the pleasure didn't last, like it kind of fizzled out, it sizzled out, it's not the same. Some of you might be dealing with that. Others of you, there has been some relationships where you do still feel attracted. There is still that fire, that passion, and maybe a little bit of desire there, okay? Physical touch. I just heard craving specific touch. It's like you either want to be touched in a particular way here, Aries Taurus, or you want to touch somebody in a particular way. Take it how it resonates. Leave what does not, okay? Divine flame. So some of you, this could be the situation that you're dealing with. This could represent who you're craving touch from, Aries Taurus, this divine flame energy. Some of you might identify with the twin flame journey, or having a divine counterpart, or just a higher level soulmate, or a very spiritual soulmate connection and partnership. Old feelings. Well, we are in Mercury retrograde. And for some reason, I tend to do love readings right at the beginning of Mercury retrograde, like every time. Every time. 3 times out of the year, every time Mercury retrogrades, I'm here doing love readings. So yay, and that should be fun, right? But that's what I mean. So this could be craving old touch. Yeah, that's, I kind of, well, let me put it to you like this, Aries Taurus. Some of y'all, again, not all of y'all, some of y'all, do we want to call them out like that? I love you, Aries Taurus. I do. I really, really do. But I think some of y'all have maybe been trying to recreate a feeling with other people or other partners or other suitors, and it's just not hitting the same. Like it's just not giving what it's supposed to give. It's not doing what you're hoping it would do. All of these either new people or people that you have pursued outside of, for some of you, this like divine flame energy is just not the same as being in connection with that person. So for the divine flame card to flip out in your pre-shuffle, that can mean that there could be some form of distance between you and this person that you're craving touch from or craving to touch. Some form of separation might have you two on different timelines, different areas, different time zones. Okay? Where it's, yeah, some of you have been trying to recreate a feeling, okay? Others of you, there could be someone that you're connecting to right now that has a divine flame connection, and they could be craving this person's feeling. Like you're maybe wondering, why has it fizzled out? Why is it not the same? It's more than likely because they are craving this other person. Okay? So you might come into awareness, because we are under Mercury retrograde, you might come into awareness, Aries Taurus, for some of you guys, that someone that you've been dealing with has been trying to recreate an old connection with you. And I know that might be hard to hear, but that's how that's coming through with the old feelings. Like old feelings are surfacing either for you, Aries Taurus, or someone you're connected to. And it's just kind of like, how do you deal with that? How do you manage it? How do you navigate it? Is it just a little glimpse of it? You know what I mean? Is it just a little residue, or is this like full-blown emotion? We'll get into that in the tarot. Yeah, but that's what I'm kind of sensing in your energy here, Aries Taurus, when it comes to love. Let's go ahead and get into our moment of stillness and meditation, and then we'll see what these oracles have to say, all right? Here we go. Hi, Kia. Thanks for being here, love. Hi, Megan. Yes, happy belated, Megan. Oh, 420 birthdays. That's the second time I've seen that. I love that. All right, here we go, y'all. All right, and so it is. Let's get into this. Yes, happy belated to all my Aries, Taurus, cusp babies out there. I hope you all enjoyed your birthdays. Okay. Let's get into it. Love energy here for Aries, Taurus, divine. Main love energy here for Aries, Taurus. Boundaries. Okay. It's important to set boundaries with this person. Be mindful what you will and will not tolerate. Okay. So, and that's kind of where this is maybe coming in, Aries Taurus, for some of y'all. Again, not all of y'all. You might have been dealing with somebody who had ties or connection to somebody else. And possibly you maybe knew that, maybe you did not. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm here in a situation where, like, let's say someone was separated from someone, okay? This person could have been married. In separation from whomever they're in this union or partnership with. Start talking to you, Aries Taurus. You're starting to gain feelings. You guys feel it, but then it's like the old feelings for the person they're separated from comes back up, and then it's kind of like, well, technically we are still a thing. So I kind of got to go figure that out. So maybe some of you feel This could have already happened. This could be just past energy for some of y'all, like you've been through a situation like that. So maybe facing in a new love connection, you just want to remember your boundaries, okay? If someone is still kind of open and entertaining other people, just make sure you're protecting yourself from getting your expectations up too high here. Because it truly is up to you, Aries Taurus, to manage your emotional energy properly, especially if you know you're getting involved with someone who's involved with other people or is kind of open in that way. All right, now what else? Main love energy here for Aries Taurus. Okay, happily ever after. Yeah, so for some of you guys, this is somebody that you want to have a happily ever after with, or this could be somebody towards you. It's nothing like finally having your happily ever after. You deserve it. True love doesn't only exist in fairy tales. It is here, right here. Okay, so that could be how somebody feels towards you. You could feel that way towards someone. And it's like, for some of y'all, it's like, even though you envision this person being a part of your happily ever after, it's still important for you to uphold some form of boundaries, because I have a feeling that whoever's on the opposite end of this isn't necessarily all the way sold on the situation, or they're not all the way in the way that maybe you are, Aries Taurus, okay? Only take this how this resonates with y'all, okay? And then the price of love, right? So, Aries Taurus, yeah. For some of you, it may feel like the price that you pay is not standing on your boundaries. It's kind of like, okay, it's almost giving me like a mix of the past and the present. In the past, Aries Taurus, for those of you that'll resonate with this, not standing and sticking by your boundaries or not setting healthy boundaries left you feeling this happily ever after energy with people who were not in the same vibration or frequency as you, or not necessarily at that point of seeing or feeling or sensing happily ever after. And I get that for some of you guys, whoever you're connected to, the investment that's required, like if you were to pursue and say, okay, you know what, let's just do this, let's figure this out, let's give it a try, there does feel like there's a hefty price to pay for that. Meaning you're either going to have to sacrifice a lot here, Aries Taurus, or this person would have to make a lot of sacrifices for you to make this happily ever after work. Because Price of Love says, are you willing to make an investment when it comes to love? Are you ready to pay the toll? Remember that love is not a destination, but a journey. So I almost feel like for a bunch of you, I kind of feel like there's some, I don't want to say it like that, but it might feel like to y'all that something either got in the way of the vision of happily ever after that you had. I'm seeing like the 10 of Pentacles in my mind's eye. And so you maybe had to set up boundaries because there could have just been some back and forth, some wishy-washiness. I'm hearing infidelity, so that could be a thing. There just could be third parties involved somehow, some way. But there's still this strong feeling of this person could be my happily ever after. It's just the investment that would require is either a little too steep for someone, or it just feels that way. It might not truly be, but in this person's perspective, it is. Okay, take that how that resonates. So really, it's a question of, are you willing to truly love somebody through the ups and the downs? Right? Like, even when it's not on good terms, even when people make mistakes, or do you know what I mean? Like, mess up in some way. Are you still willing to love this person through all of that? For some of y'all, that it just, I can sense it in my heart chakra. It's like, it just feels like it tears at your heart somehow, or it makes the heart a little heavy. Some of you can maybe feel, I feel like the 10 of Wands is coming in my mind's eye. It's like some of you feel like you would be doing more of the investing or more of the sacrificing than the other person for this happily ever after. But again, it's important to set boundaries with this person. Be mindful of what you will and will not tolerate. So again, if this person, whomever this is, because we did have divine flame come out, I feel like this person comes with a lot for the price to be here, for the price of love. It's like they either come with a lot. Yeah, it's just, it feels like baggage. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. It feels like this person has a lot of baggage that you would have to be willing to invest in, right? Like, it's not just committing to the ideal version of this person, it's committing to their reality. So maybe in theory and in the happily ever after, somewhat fantastical fairy tale version of this situation, it's all bliss and it's all joy and it's all love. But in reality, it could be a very tricky, is what I heard, like a tricky, difficult, very, very sensitive situation. Again, there is a child here, so this person could have children. That could be, you know, other parents that now have to be considered when it comes to this love connection. There's just, I think there's just a lot that comes with it that Aries Taurus, you either have to be willing to accept wholeheartedly, or not. You know what I mean? Like, I think the choice might be up to you here, Aries Taurus, or this could be what your person is having to decide. And again, all in love, they might look at you, Aries Taurus, as having the baggage. Okay? Only take it how it resonates. Again, I feel like I'm going to have to keep saying that because I know how love energy can be kind of testy and sensitive, okay? But that's what we have here. Yeah, and we got the bottom of the deck, ghosting. So the communication between you and someone seems non-existent. Don't allow this moment to taint your dating life with others. Oh, okay. So for some of y'all, whoever was in this energy is maybe who you have the boundaries with. And possibly you could be facing your happily ever after, or about to embark on your happily ever after, or encounter somebody you can have this energy with. And it's kind of like this, whoever was doing this might pop back up, like last minute type thing. You know what I mean? Like, they might be aware that you're headed into a new relationship. They could be aware that you're dating or on the scene, or there's other people interested in you. So it's like, they're going to come back and be like, hey, I still think about you. I still care for you. I still love you. Da, 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 da. And I think, for some of you, what's going to be difficult is because you wanted to have a happily ever after with this person who is in this ghosting energy. So that's the price. It's like the price some of you might feel you have to pay is kind of, I don't want to say sacrificing yourself, but kind of. Like, it's almost like, Aries Taurus, a lot of you are in a situation, regardless of how this will connect with your story, where you're either choosing yourself or you're choosing this person. And if you choose yourself, it's going to hurt. And if you choose this person, it's still going to hurt. But that happily ever after energy, that sense of fulfillment, that deep soul connection that you have, it's like, that's what makes this difficult. If I choose me and I say no, or I set this boundary, you know what I mean? It's going to hurt because I do feel this soul bond with this person really strong. If I were to say yes, it's still going to hurt because there is this hefty price to pay. So it's almost like some of you might be looking at the situation like, either way I get hurt, but which pain will cost less? I hope that's making sense. I really do. Really, really, truly, really, really do. Okay. Let's get into the tarot. Because like I said, when I was clearing out the energy, child, these cards was just flying out. Little energy and little effort for me. Just flying out. Thank you so much, Divine, for these beautiful messages here. Hi, JP. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Oh, the ghosting key. Yeah. Yeah, this just definitely could be a little bit of a sensitive reading here, Aries Taurus. So fair warning, all right? Watch at your own pace. Tell me more about these boundaries. Happily ever after and the price of love. You got the Queen of Wands that slipped out here. In my recent studies, Queen of Wands can actually be Pisces, Aries energy, like literally the cusp for some of y'all. So this could be you. You could be the Queen of Wands. It does still give Leo energy for me, but still, I found that to be an interesting take on the energy of the card. Yeah, you got the Two of Wands, the Hangman in reverse, and the Knight of Swords. So I kind of feel like the Knight of Swords is this ghost. Yeah, I feel like this Knight of Swords is this ghosting energy who's hoping, wishing, fingers crossing that you haven't woken up to, oh, I don't like that, but whatever game this person might have been playing with you, like that you still have an open mind towards them, you still have an open heart towards them. You'd still be willing to listen to whatever idea or passion or desire they have to move forward with you, Two of Wands. I also get, though, that the Knight of Swords could have been stuck somehow, some way, or in their mind stuck, or at some sort of spiritual pause here. And now that they're no longer in the Hangman, because it is in reverse, it's like, here they come towards you. And you got the High Priestess. Yeah, some of y'all know this. Some of y'all already know. And there's that Ten of Pentacles. So you could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius. Look at that. King of Swords, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. Could also be dealing with a Scorpio or a Pisces here. Yeah. Somebody definitely was not real about what they felt towards you here. Like, again, here's the knowledge of that happily ever after. Like, you know deep in your soul that that was the potential for this situation. King of Swords with the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. I mean, and the Seven of Swords behind it with the Fool. Yeah, somebody just did not play their cards right, is what I'll say. They did not play their cards right at all in this situation. It's like they were trying to do what was logical, or they were trying to be strategic in some way. Yeah, it's giving stomach turning a little bit. Because whoever is doing this ghosting with you, Aries, Taurus, they thought it would be strategic. Like, I'm going to ghost, and then that'll get Aries, Taurus thinking about me, and then all of a sudden I'm going to pop up, and then they'll just be like, oh, you know what I mean? A little off, slight, okay? I definitely feel like, Aries, Taurus, you've definitely grown or matured since this ghosting situation. Okay? I just don't think that this person's aware that you are not in that same state with them. Okay, I'm being told to put this back, so if any of those cards come back out, then we know we're dealing with that energy here, okay? But tell me about these boundaries, happily ever after, and the price of love. Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, so who does Aries, Taurus need to set boundaries with? Ten of Wands. Yeah. I just heard everybody. Okay, there could be more than one person. Everybody's getting a boundary because you're taking on too much energy here from other people. Again, be mindful of what you will and will not tolerate. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Tell me more. Okay, I could pull this down a little bit. Tell me more here, Divine, about the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles with this boundaries. You got the Four of Wands and the Hermit. Jeez, see how I'm talking about? They just want to fall all out here. All right, I'm gonna put the deck down. Let's look at this. Let's talk about this for a little bit. Again, I feel like who you're setting boundaries with is somebody who wanted you to either do all the work, or where you were carrying all the energy of this relationship and this partnership with. Again, Four of Wands is more Aries energy. Again, some of y'all, this could definitely be like a divine flame, twin flame counterpart. Take that how that resonates, okay? If you identify, you identify. If you don't, you don't. Either way, I think you really did desire marriage with this person, or some sort of commitment, okay? Some sort of equal participation as well. Again, I really do feel like you guys were doing a lot to bind this connection, or to hold on to this person, because I think you felt like, again, this was something that was worth investing in. The price of love. You were willing to pay the price to get to the Four of Wands with this person. Something in your soul said that this was your happily ever after. And I kind of feel like, yeah, whoever this was, they could have definitely been the one that did some form of ghosting here. Or again, they just were not very forthcoming about how they felt. Or it either led you to believe that that's where you guys were headed, and that maybe didn't pan out that way. We'll see. Tell me more about this Hermit for the energy between boundaries and happily ever after. Okay. Yeah, Two of Swords. I think this is what this person hid from you. I think you here, Aries Taurus, was absolutely sure about what you felt, and you were maybe very vocal, very to the point, very like, this is what I want, this is where I see us going. And I think this person hid that they were actually on the fence about it. Yeah, there's your Taurus energy. They were on the fence about it, about commitment. So again, it's almost like not being, withholding how you truly feel is still kind of somewhat like a lie. You know what I mean? Like omitting what you truly think, or what you truly feel, or where you're truly at. Tell me more about the Hierophant and the happily ever after. Some of you could feel like that towards this person, like they lied to you in some way. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. This is what I mean. This person was your wish fulfillment in some way, shape, or form. Star card, right? It felt like it was in alignment with you. You maybe felt a deep alignment with this person. Some of you, the Star card and the Hierophant gives me, there's the Ten of Pentacles again. The Star card and the Hierophant gives me potential. This person had a lot of potential in your mind. You saw them as the Star. You saw them as the Hierophant. But again, like I said in the pre-channel, that might not have been this person's reality. High Priestess, right? It's that feeling of you're seeing this person's higher self, but maybe slightly ignoring their reality, which I feel like is very, very different. Not that this person can't come into alignment with their higher self. I just don't know that they've done the soul work just yet. And or they're amid that kind of phase, being in the Hermit, really sorting through what they want, what they don't want. Okay. While I feel like Aries Taurus, you were very, very sure. Very, very sure. And there's the Empress, right? So like I said, there could be other energies, other parties involved here, and that's clarified by Judgment. Yeah, there's the past. So this person's past might be the reason why they were in this Two of Swords. I don't think this person really cleared the past. And I know that that sucks to hear, Aries Taurus, but I really do feel like that. I don't think this person cleared out their old feelings that came out in the pre-channel. So that's what was making them indecisive about this Ace of Pentacles here with you. Yeah, so what's the price of love? What's the price to pay for this love? What's the investment look like? Come on now, Ten of Pentacles just wants to be out on the board, and the Two of Wands in reverse. So there's that Two of Wands again. Some of you had a sense, like I would say, like a dream here. I'm using air quotes a lot here, but I think you had an ideal family structure or an ideal vision for what your family, your relationship, your happily ever after looked like. The sacrifice would be not having that. That's what I mean. It's like whatever this person comes with is not ideal or was not what you envisioned for yourself, but you can't deny what you feel. But that's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of like it's a trade-off somehow. You're either sacrificing your ideal 10 of pentacles, your ideal family structure, or what family looks like, or the family you wanted to create for yourself or be a part of or have, manifest, all of that. It's Two of Wands. It's not pursuing that. That's the price you pay. Not creating a way to that path. So something about your ideal 10 of Pentacles is not possible with this person. And so I guess that's what Spirit's asking you. Are you okay with that? No right or wrong answer, only your truth. Okay? Tell me more about the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands in reverse for the price of love. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you gotta make Queen of Swords would make a business decision. Like, this is a decision void of emotion. This is a decision based on what makes sense. What's dealing, this is dealing with the reality of the situation. If it was the Queen of Cups, I would say, okay, you're maybe going to make a choice or kind of dealing with the emotional or a little bit of the feel of it. No, this is, okay, on paper, what does this look like? What does this mean? In reality, this would say the price that you're paying is your own vision of your 10 of Pentacles. What you wanted ideally for yourself. Because I kind of feel like I almost get that the Hermit is haunted. I've never gotten haunted with that, but it's like my eye keeps going to the Hermit. It's like haunted, 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 haunted. That's why this person would be in the 2 of Swords. They're haunted either by their past. And again, with Judgment and the Empress, this Empress could be a part of this person's past. This could either be somebody, this Empress could, because mind you, the Empress is all 4 queens in one. So there could be up to 4 people that could be haunting this person as far as relationships are concerned. Maybe only 3 because the Queen of Swords is out here in the price that you would have to pay. But Judgment can be a resurrection. So again, it's kind of those old feelings. Y'all, I think that's why Spirit's saying set boundaries with this person in a healthy way. I'm not saying that you have to throw this person out. I just think you need to have healthy boundaries with them because they might be going through a test right now, and or they will be tested when you guys decide to come together, if that's the choice you're going to make. This person's past is going to come back. Like, as soon as you guys step into that energy, this person's past is going to come back. And it's not going to be a moment sooner. So this would be something that this person cannot clear before you guys get together. They're going to be tested when you're in, okay, this is for this person. When they're in something healthy, are they going to be tempted by the old, unhealthy, and the toxic? I don't know why I'm getting unhealthy and toxic, but that's what that feels like. It's almost like, isn't that a song by Maya? Like, the case of the ex, like, what are you going to do when you can't say no? Especially if there's children involved. You can't necessarily, like, you can't cut that out. There's connection there. What are you going to do when all of these energies return back, wanting love, wanting to reconnect, wanting to kind of lay it on? when their feelings start to show, I'm just saying, it's like something about old feelings is haunting this person, or it's gonna come out. Judgment. Spirit's gonna bring it forward. If you, some of y'all are already in this connection and maybe are experiencing that now, just know that that's a part of this person's process. So the Spirit's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, Ten of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So yes, this can be somebody that you have a happily ever after with, Aries, Taurus. It's just gonna be a bit of a haul. Like, there's gonna be some things you're gonna have to endure here to see through to that Four of Wands with this happily ever after. Because this person is gonna be tested. They're gonna be tested. And I'm talking like, for some of them, it's going to be like people out the woodwork. Like, but honestly, what Spirit's trying to show this person is how they've left things unended. You've left the door open for all of these people, or for these particular situations. Now you have to close them. And is it going to be a little difficult maybe for this person to close it while already being in something else? Sure. For some of you, that could be the reason why this person ghosted. They had a hard time closing these doors. Because they didn't leave clean. Yeah, that's the truth. They had a hard time closing these doors because they didn't leave the situations clean. They left it kind of messy. Didn't leave it in truth and clarity. Left it with the sense of, oh yeah, maybe. You know what I mean? Just left it unended. And that's, some of y'all, this could be you, Aries, Taurus now. Be real with yourself. No judgment here, all right? But you got your energy, Taurus, with the Nine of Wands. Heavy. I almost get paranoia with the Nine of Wands. Like, this King of Pentacles could be like paranoid that this is what will happen if they were to approach you. You could be dealing with another earth sign, especially maybe a Virgo. Somebody could be paranoid that that's what's going to happen. As soon as they move towards you, Aries, Taurus, here come everybody. Here come all the people, right? I just feel like this person's not going to be able to escape that. That's just going to be a part of their lessons. Yeah. So let's see. What's the energy between price of love and ghosting? Oh, my ears are burning, y'all. Okay, talk nicely. I know that this might be maybe not what you wanted to hear, but that's what's coming for it. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Right. So, like I said, this ghosting person, this could be why this person ghosted. They were having a hard time closing these doors. Judgment weighed really heavy on them. They might be wanting to come back with an offer for you, Aries, Taurus. That's just, I think you're gonna meet them with the Queen of Swords. Because I think for some of y'all, it's like, no, I'm not gonna sacrifice my vision of the Ten of Pentacles for whatever this will be. Like, some of you are gonna make that kind of cold decision, Queen of Swords, of no. Others of you, I think you're presenting with the Queen of Swords because it's like, okay, yeah, the Ace of Swords. I need the truth. Because I think this person, if they ghosted you here, Aries, Taurus, they didn't let you know that this is what was going on. They just kind of dipped. Right? So then now it left you wondering, well, why? What happened? So for them to come back with the Knight of Cups, it's like, no. You can put that up. Let's have a conversation about this. We're going to talk. Because where have you been? Where did you go? What was that all about? You know what I mean? So it's going to vary. It's definitely going to vary. Tell me more about this ghosting energy. Yeah, I feel like this person's going to either want to come back like picking up where y'all left off, or acting like nothing happened when, baby, there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So this could also, again, be a lesson for this person that transparency is important, especially if you are going to be in a commitment. you can't omit the truth, or you can't hide things like that. It's best to just be honest and upfront, even if it is a little difficult to hear. And you know what I mean? And I feel like that's a huge lesson for all of us, right? It's like you got to give people a chance to choose your reality and be and choose you for who you truly are. That's what I'm saying. Somebody wasn't very honest about their reality, and or tried to kind of sneak off with leaving a little bit of a door open with you, Aries Taurus, not necessarily telling you that this Empress in Judgment, and they were, you know what I mean, like, and maybe they felt like it wasn't your business, depending on the newness of this connection, because you do have an Ace of Pentacles. That could be fair. That could definitely be fair. I didn't know you well enough to tell you all like what was going on. Take it how it resonates. You know what I'm saying? That's fair. But Queen of Swords is like, speak, let's talk about it, and we'll decide if we really want to have this Ten of Pentacles or not. But no lies. Tell me the truth. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's the energy you guys are in when it comes to this person. But tell me about this ghosting. Bottom of the deck for ghosting. For Aries Taurus. Thank you so much, Divine. Bottom of the deck for ghosting. Yeah. Eight of Swords. They ghosted and they kind of left you in the dark because they were in the dark. And I'm not here to make excuses for people. Please don't take it like that. But I have to, I'm looking at both sides of the coin here, right? This person was trapped in their head, in their fear and their worry and their doubts. Again, I think a little bit of paranoia was a part of this, because I think this person knows. It's like you might be dealing with a person here, Aries Taurus, where they know they left these doors open. And with the Seven of Swords keep coming out, they were maybe hoping they could kind of slide by without having to close them. You know what I mean? Just trying to see if I could get away with that. And I don't think they did. I don't think that happened. So now here's Judgment. Now we got to deal with what this all kind of comes out to be. And I think for some of y'all, I definitely can feel a sense of like disappointment here. Just like a little bit of extra reservedness from your guys' energy. Again, that's why you're showing up as the Queen of Swords. Like, no, we're not moving forward towards no Ten of Pentacles. I don't care what sweet nothings you have to say until you tell me what was going on. What did I not know? What were you hiding? What didn't I see? What wasn't I aware of? And I feel like for some of y'all, this person might come correct. With the Ace of Swords that did pop out, this person might tell you the truth. So that has to count for something, okay? Look at me. It don't got to count for nothing, y'all. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But I'm just saying, some of y'all, the person that you're dealing with, they're just going to come out with it. All right, this is what was happening, blah, 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 blah. Others of y'all, I feel like it's shaky. I'm not gonna lie, it's giving shaky. It's giving, well, let's not actually talk about it. Let's just feel about it. Like, no. Because if you're gonna pay this price, you got to know what you're purchasing. You got to know what you're buying into. Okay? So, Aries Taurus, that has been the public version of your love reading. We will have an extended on Patreon. Okay, I will be linking that extended in the comments down below soon when I end this live. Okay, and then we will start that live on Patreon in about 15 minutes. So if you would like to join, you can go ahead and head over there. The link to my full Patreon page is in my description box. Okay, and you would want to be a Bloom so that you have access to all of the love extended readings that we've done thus far and all the ones to come over the next 2 weeks. All right, so we're going to head over there. For those of you that are Patreon members tuning in, I hope to see you guys over there soon. But if this is where we end and part ways, Aries Taurus, I hope that this reading was helpful in some way. Maybe gave you some clarity and confirmation about what you were already sensing going on for you in love and romance. Okay, let me know how this resonates with you if you're comfortable in the comments down below. You can also say it just resonated or drop your favorite emojis. And for all of my Aries Taurus, if you're new here, drop your birth month and day in the comments down below so I could wish you a happy belated birthday, and you might meet some birthday twins while you're at it here in our community. Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate your time, And I want to say thank you to Kia, thank you to JP, thank you, Megan, for tuning in and showing the chat some love. I'm just reading the chat, y'all. I walk away with tears in my collarbone. Oh, wow, yeah. Not harlots. You silly kid. Okay. Thank you guys for showing the chat some love. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in our next one. All right. Namaste.
Oi.